E.O. Wilson says, "Our drive to join a group and fight for it is what makes us human. Whether we like to admit it or not, we are all part of a group. One of the most common types of group is family. Family is also the most important group you can ever be a part of. They help shape who you are and develop your personality. I have been a part of a loving family for nearly 19 years now, and in that time they have helped me grow and develop into the person that I am today. Most everyone here has a family, no matter how big or how small, that has helped them grow and develop. Today, I would like to share 3 ways in which a family can help us grow and develop, and my role in each of these points. 1, families can provide encouragement to do one's best. Families can also provide safety by teaching and modeling core values. And finally, families help us learn about healthy human relationships and connections. To start, let's first explore how families provide encouragement to do one's best. In my family, this encouragement usually came in one of 3 main forms: instruction, modeling, and discipline. First, healthy families, especially parents, provide instruction throughout a person's youth. For example, my parents helped teach me how to drive, as the process was difficult for all of us, but they gave me good instruction about how to do my best. As a son, my role was to accept this instruction and apply it to my driving. Second, families provide encouragement through modeling. This has to do with setting a good example for others to follow. As an older brother in my family, I often try to model for my sister kindness by spending time with her. Finally, discipline is a key component of learning to do one's best. Even though it was difficult, I tried to accept discipline and learn from my mistakes. I am thankful my family always encouraged me to do my best. Second, families can provide safety by modeling and teaching core values. Every family has and emphasizes different values, and each family's values will look different depending on their culture. I have come to realize that my family has some very helpful shared values. Some of these values include knowing right from wrong, being willing to help and aid others, being kind to other people, and being a contributing member to society. Having a shared sense of values that are reinforced helps all members of the family to feel secure inside of their families. Alice Klein writes, "The sense of safety is what allows children to understand who they are and accept who they are." She says this is true because feeling safe means children can devote more mental energy to learning and socializing. In my family, our values are modeled and taught in large part by spending time together. One example of how we spend time together is during family meals. We have always tried to make time to eat together frequently, and when we do, we catch up on what has been happening in each other's lives. As we share, we are also reinforcing our shared values. My role as a son, grandson, and brother is to make sure I'm remembering the values taught to me and modeling those for others around me. Because of the values taught in my family, I feel confident about entering into the world as a young adult. Finally, loving families help teach us about human relationships. As humans, we need connections in order to flourish. In today's world, with the rise of the smartphone, many people are content to have all their personal interactions online in the comfort of their own home. However, this can never be a substitute for real personal interactions with other human beings. In an article discussing smartphone addiction, the author of the article writes, "Loneliness seems to particularly have a positive relationship with the use of mobile phones, the most frequently used social media tool in the world. My family has tried to make it a priority to emphasize human connections. For example, my grandmother lives with us, and one special thing that she does whenever someone comes to her room is to turn off her phone and turn down the TV and pay attention to whatever it is they have to say. She does this not only in order to be polite, but because she really wants to connect with those who have come to visit her. As her grandson, my role is to make sure I am working to keep my relationship with her strong. It's strange to think that such a small thing as tuning out technology for a minute can make such a big difference in a relationship. I have now explored 3 ways a loving family should treat others and my role as a member of my family. A loving family should provide encouragement to do one's best. A loving family should also provide safety by modeling and teaching values. And finally, loving families should teach us about human relationships. Within my family, my role is to strive to accept correction so that I can always strive to do my best, model my family's values to those around me, and work to build relationships within my family. Obviously, not everyone's families are the same. However, we can provide a loving home for our future children by remembering these factors that contribute to a loving family.